Okay, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this live broadcast of your weekend weather forecast. I'm your meteorologist, Mr. G, and this is Elite Weather in our brand new studio. And this is to commemorate our studio and our 200 subscriber. Thanks, guys, as we are slowly trying to build this thing up, and we're gonna do it. Let me take off these headphones because I don't necessarily need them. But we're going to do it, and we're building this thing from the ground up. Yes, we are. And let's see. So far, I am the only person watching, but it is what it is. We're going to get it going here. So let's move that out the way there. And as I get used to live streaming, and we are going to be talking about that weather forecast for this important weekend that is coming up there. So let's get started with that here. And we're going to have what we normally do, and this is our city of the day. And our city of the day is going to be Austin, Texas. Yes, the beautiful city of Austin. And yeah, there we are. Okay, so our beautiful city of Austin is the city of the day, and it is a lovely 79 degrees out there. Now, you guys have been dealing with some atrocious heat over the state of Texas over the last couple of months, and you're finally getting a break from that heat, and we're going to be seeing some rainfall, and it is currently 79 degrees at St. Andrew's Episcopal School there in the lovely city of Austin, Texas. Isn't that a beautiful city? And Austin is famous for its eclectic scene that it's got going on, and it is the state capital of Texas, and it is an inland city bordering the Hill Country region, and it is home of the University of Texas flagship campus. And Austin is also known for its eclectic and live music scene and centered around country, blues, and rock. Its many parks and lakes are also popular for hiking, biking, swimming, and boating. South of the city, Formula One's circuit of the America's Raceway is also hosted the United States Grand Prix. So, the beautiful city of Austin with a lot there to offer. Your forecast is looking for those showers and thunderstorms that you did see around this morning, but all of that is just off to the east. But you do have the possibility of seeing the likelihood of more showers radar and show you what you're seeing on the radar there across the Austin, Texas. And that is a live look at the radar and everything just off to the east. Those showers and storms you saw this morning are now off to your east. So, as we take a look at your weather today, and our weather today, we're going to be talking about our weather highlights. And in our weather highlights, we have those active monsoons down across the southwest and through the four corners and over the Rockies, and a lot of heat through portions of the west coast. We have the heat in the Central Valley in Northern California, as well as into the Pacific Northwest, Oregon, and Washington. We're seeing those triple digit heat as well, and some severe storms is going to be possible through portions of the Midwest this afternoon today as well. So we'll be dealing with those three specific areas for opportunity out there as in the weather department. And here's our live local look. Here is, I wouldn't call it a live look, but here's our satellite image for this afternoon, and we are seeing that frontal boundary that here across the east coast down through the southeast here, our front, and it's over into the state of Texas as well. Going to be bringing those showers and thunderstorms. Here's where our monsoons are through the four corners there. We can see all that cloud cover for the monsoon moisture. And we have another area of low pressure here across the upper Midwest and the northern plains that's going to be spreading some showers and thunderstorms through that region and through the Midwest. Here's where our severe weather is going to initiate here through the state of Iowa and through portions of Wisconsin and Illinois and Missouri. You're going to be seeing those showers and thunderstorms. And we have a few clouds here in Maine, some cloudiness that could have some lingering showers and storms for an area of low pressure through that part of the of the country. And here we are with a look at the radar. So I don't know if I'm losing the live feed or what, but here we are as we look at this frontal boundary here, and it's spreading these showers and storms, and we're getting that rainfall across southeastern Texas here in the Houston and Beaumont area. We're seeing that rainfall and some rain showers just south of the Dallas Fort Worth and east of Austin, and here's that rain. There's I-45 there between Dallas Fort Worth and Houston. And if you're on the southern end of that, you're going to run into those showers and thunderstorms there across southeastern Texas along the Gulf Coast. And those showers and storms extend along through the southeast, through Louisiana, southern Mississippi, southern Alabama, as well as North Georgia. So Atlanta, you're going to be seeing those showers and storms all the way into portions of North Carolina and South Carolina. So Charlotte, you're going to be seeing those showers and thunderstorms as well. Here's our monsoons down through the Four Corner states. And we're going to be seeing those showers and storms through that portion of the nation as well. And our monsoons, our monsoon moisture is being tapped into by an upper level disturbance here in the Pacific Northwest. So we're going to be seeing those showers and storms all the way up to the Canadian border. This upper level area of low pressure up here across the Pacific Northwest, not the Pacific Northwest, but the Northern Plains and the upper Mississippi Valley, and it's bringing us those showers and thunderstorms as well. Here's where we're going to be watching for that severe weather this afternoon. And here is our watches and hazards. We have our heat advisory through the Central Valley of California, and it's a lot of triple-digit heat there, and another heat advisory across the Pacific Northwest, eastern Washington, and our excessive heat watch as well through portions of eastern Washington, and that is in the leeward section, the downwind section of the Cascade Mountains, which is right here. Here is all of our flood watches and warnings through the Four Corners, New Mexico and Arizona. We're going to see those monsoons and that potential for flash flooding through this region here. And also in portions of southern Utah and Zion National Park. We got our Arches and Zion and Glenwood Springs here through Colorado is where we can also be seeing issues with flash flooding. And we're going to also see our heat advisory through northern Texas here and with some issues with some flooding as well. So that's it for the advisories across the nation this afternoon. Right now, at least what we currently see out there. Now, as we take a look at our surface map, here is our surface features. We have our old frontal boundary that's currently stationary down across the southeast right now and across northern Texas, and that is extending to about the New Mexico and Texas line there, and it's spreading those showers and thunderstorms down across that area. And here is our other frontal boundary here that's coming across the northern plains and the Mississippi River Valley, the northern portion here into Minnesota, and this is going to be the catalyst for that severe weather through this region this afternoon. So we're going to be seeing our front that's kind of semi-stationary here that's going to be spreading those showers and thunderstorms. And here's our thermal low across the southwestern deserts into California. Our high pressure here, and there's the other upper level disturbance and a surface trough there across the northwest that's going to be tapping into some of that monsoon moisture down in this region. So we're going to be seeing thunderstorms through this entire section here. Quiet weather through portions of the northeast, with the exception of a upper level trough low pressure there in New Brunswick, Canada, that could spread a few showers through portions of New England and through the state of Maine this afternoon. So that is our surface features today, and here is our upper level wind patterns. As you can see, that ridge across the west, and then we have our inflow down here with this area of low pressure across the upper Midwest, and that's going to be the source for that severe weather today. So we're seeing our trough here, our troughing across the east here. So this is where all of our wet weather, and then we have our ridging, our above average temperatures here across the northwest, and we're seeing that is allowing for that monsoonal moisture and that um, counterclockwise flow like this, and it's pushing in that monsoon moisture off of the Gulf of Mexico and off the Gulf of California. So the source for our monsoons out there this afternoon. All right, so here's what we're going to be seeing tomorrow on the 20th there across. Here's our low pressure center that's really going to ramp up a little bit more. So we're going to see that trough in the east deepening, and our ridge moving a little bit further to the east now, our western. So we're going to start to see a little bit of troughing there in the far corner of the Pacific Northwest, and our ridge will move a little bit to the east, and it's going to push this guy a little bit to the south and east as well for your Saturday. Sunday, our eastern area of low pressure kind of washes out a little bit in this area. It weakens a little bit, starts to fill in, but we have another area of low pressure there in southeastern Canada that's really going to be taking shape as this guy kind of starts to wash out and combine with that guy. So we're going to still see some storms there across the northeast, but we're going to see things kind of start to weaken out a little bit here. Our monsoons is going to continue down across the four corners, but we're going to start to see some convergence down here across the southern plains and through portions of the mid-south. So we could see issues with training and very heavy rain as in this energy starts to take shape across Texas and Oklahoma and into portions of the Ozarks through Arkansas and through Tennessee and northern Mississippi and Alabama. So in this region, over the next few days, it's going to be where we're going to see a lot of heavy rain focus, and in some of the long-range models, we're seeing the potential there for 4 inches or more of rain. So a lot of rain is going to be possible through this region over the coming days. Here we are with our temperature anomaly, and we're going to start to see below average temperatures down across the southwest, the southern plains, and through portions of the southern start to take place as we're seeing across Texas today. So we're going to see average to slightly below average, but well below average by probably 13 to 15 degrees below average down across the four corners as that monsoon flow is really intense, because we do have a disturbance down here in the upper levels of the atmosphere and at the surface that's going to be helping to exacerbate the monsoon situation down here along the U.S. and Mexican border through portions of Arizona. And now this has been here for about the last 4 days and have slowly moved across the Rio Grande Valley, across Texas, southwestern Texas, and into the desert southwest. And I wouldn't be surprised to see it move a little bit further east and affect Southern California as well over the next 2 or 3 days. So we're going to be watching that action. And here we are with our temperatures, and we're going to be seeing it heat up here across the southern plains. So Oklahoma and Kansas, we're going to see those temperatures hit the 90s. We might even see a 100 or so down here over the from August 19th through the 20th. So tomorrow we could see temperatures hit the low 100s in portions of Kansas and Oklahoma behind our front as the warmer air starts to work its way in from the west, because our western ridge will move slightly east as we see a troughing kind of try to take place there along the far northwestern corner of the Pacific Northwest. So here we are as we're taking a look at our precipitation over the next 7 days. And we're going to be seeing, as I talked about, the potential for a lot of wet weather. Here we got our moisture down in the southwest, but we're going to start to see a lot of rain across Texas and through portions of the deep south and the Gulf Coast as well, through Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, and through Texas. So we're going to be seeing the potential for as much as 4 inches plus of rain down in this region. To even some portions of eastern Texas could see as much as 10 inches over the next 7 days. So we're going to be seeing a lot of rain down across the south here and in the southwest and northern Mexico through the 26th of August. So something to keep an eye out for out there. All right, so here we are with our 7 day precipitation anomaly, and again, we're going to be seeing where we're going to be 5 inches or more of rain above average. So a lot of rainfall down here. We're going to be seeing that rainfall across average, and it's not. You would think with all the rain across the desert Southwest that it would help with the drought situation, but it has improved the drought, but not as much as you would think. They were so far behind, they need a lot more rain. Yet, still, even with the amount of rain that they've been seeing through the four corners. So, we're going to continue to see with that above average rainfall as our departure for normal is much higher here across. We're going to be seeing it across Texas over the next 7 days and across the four corners. The monsoon's not going to show any sign of letting up as we've had a very impressive monsoon season. All right, here's our 3 day weather forecast. So we're going to start with the forecast for your Friday afternoon here on the 20th. And we're going to be seeing that monsoon action across the four corners will continue our monsoons, and we're going to see heavy rain again across southeastern Texas and across the southeastern U.S., North Carolina, and South Carolina. Myrtle Beach in particular, we're going to be seeing heavy rain and our severe weather through the Midwest, Iowa and Missouri, and northwestern Illinois this afternoon. We're going to be seeing that potential for heavy rain, damaging winds, and some large hail is also going to be possible, but the tornado threat is going to be fairly low, less than 2% chance for a tornado in that region. So we got our area of low pressure through the Midwest and the upper Midwest, and our monsoons down in the four corners through Arizona, New Mexico, portions of Utah, and Colorado. And we're going to be seeing those thunderstorms from the monsoons work their way through Idaho as well. So the northern Rockies there up near the Canadian border, we're going to be seeing those thunderstorms this afternoon, and storms along the Gulf Coast through the midsection of Texas and into portions of the mid-Atlantic through Virginia there and down through the state of Florida as well. Dry weather in the Northeast, the Eastern Great Lakes, the Northern Plains, and the Pacific Northwest and the West Coast. Dry weather, but it's going to be hot along the West Coast. Hot weather will continue across the West Coast for your Saturday, but we're going to be seeing those thunderstorms in the northern Rockies down through Wyoming and into Utah, Colorado, and more flash flooding down in southeastern Arizona and the southern southern two-thirds of New Mexico and northwest Texas. Could also see some heavy rain that could lead to flash flooding as we have those thunderstorms. We have our stationary front down here across the southeast, down through the state of Florida, the Gulf Coast, including Houston and New Orleans. We can see some heavy rain, and we're going to be seeing a lot of showers and thunderstorms coming into the northeast, the Great Lakes, southeastern Canada, so Montreal as well as Toronto could see those showers and storms. Chicago, Minneapolis, as well as Milwaukee, over to Cleveland, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Philly, New York, D.C., Charlotte, all through the South, Myrtle Beach, Atlanta, the whole southeast, the whole southeastern third of the two-thirds of the U.S., with the exception of New England, will have a dry day for you Saturday. But everyone else will see the potential for showers and storms. Dry weather across most of Minnesota and the upper Mississippi Valley, and the northern plains with the Red River and through Montana and Wyoming. North South Dakota, Nebraska, and Kansas as well will be dry for the most part for your Saturday. And on Sunday, we're going to see the monsoons kind of lessen a little bit. We'll see a little bit of a break from the heavy rains. We'll still see some isolated showers and thunderstorms through Arizona, New Mexico, but our heavy rain focus shifts to the east with this area of low pressure here and this front right here. And we're going to see that front diving down to the south and high pressure coming in out of Canada to dry things out across the upper Mississippi Valley and the northern plains. But the southern plains down into Texas will see that heavy rainfall. For Dallas, Fort Worth, you can see rainfall in the inches where flooding is going to be possible across the southern plains. And it's been very dry across the southern plains, so it will be nice to see things get a little bit wet for those guys. Well, we're going to start the next 7 days of heavy rain across the southern plains and through the mid-south and the mid-Mississippi and lower Mississippi Valley over the next several days coming up. As we have our second front, it's going to start to move in. This guy is going to wash out. Eventually, we'll see that dissipate away, and this guy will take over and really start to scour things out, move all of this stuff to the east. So we'll see those showers and storms ride all the way up into the northeast as this guy moves to the east for your Sunday. So that is a look at the 3-day forecast. Here's the severe weather outlook. Here's the setup for this afternoon in Minnesota and Iowa. We have this guy here is going to be the catalyst for that severe weather through this region this afternoon. And the potential for thunderstorms also across the southeast with this stationary front in place as well. Some isolated severe storms could also be possible. And heavy rain, gusty winds, and hail is going to be the primary threat here and down here. All right, here is our CAPE for this afternoon. CAPE is a convective available potential energy. This is the energy that the atmosphere has to work with today, and we're going to be seeing that potential for that severe weather here in Minnesota, as we have about 1,300 joules of CAPE here through southeastern Minnesota and Iowa as well. So this is going to be the area where we can see those thunderstorms, and across South Texas here and along the Gulf Coast. And here is where we have a lot of CAPE down in the Four Corners there, especially in southwestern Arizona and eastern California, where we have CAPE that's almost 3,000 joules. So we're going to be seeing 2,500 to 3,000 joule kilograms of CAPE in that area as well. So there are a lot of rain potential for the monsoons along the Gulf Coast, in Texas, and in the upper Mississippi Valley as well this afternoon. All right, here's where we have that slight risk for that severe weather through Iowa, Missouri, and northwestern Illinois. In southeastern Minnesota, we have that marginal risk. In the green and yellow, we have that slight risk. So a little bit more organized, severe there, and we're going to see the potential for MCS developing, where it's going to provide some heavy rain, some hail, and gusty winds in excess of 70 miles per hour in that region, an isolated tornado, but the tornado threat is going to be less than 2%. But a weak spin up is going to be possible in that region. Some more severe weather is possible across the southeast this afternoon with our other frontal boundary and an area of low pressure down there. And that primary threat is going to be that heavy rainfall, and you could be seeing some gusty winds out ahead of some of those storms as well this afternoon. All right? And tomorrow, we're going to see our severe threat here through the Midwest, for the most part, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, as well as central Missouri. And that primary threat is going to be some heavy rain and gusty winds, and you could see some hail potential as well. Tornado threat not gonna be too much of an issue. Very less than 2% chance of any tornado in any given area tomorrow. So for your Sunday, all right, that severe threat now moves off toward the northeast a little bit and into the Ohio Valley and through portions of Kentucky, West Virginia. We got western Pennsylvania and southwestern New York. So Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Cleveland, and Lexington, Kentucky, and Charleston, West Virginia. You guys all have that potential to see some severe weather, and it's not going to be very organized severe. Marginal risk for severe, so that's just some heavy rain, gusty winds, and small hail is possible for that area for Sunday. So that is our severe weather potential. The tropical outlook is going to be, all right, so we have this guy starting to look a little bit impressive. We haven't seen much in the way in the tropics because of the dust coming off of the Sahara that's been affecting the entire Atlantic basin as well as the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico. So that dust has caused the tropics to be inactive this season. We do have a little bit of action down in the Bay of Campeche, down here in the southern Gulf of Mexico, near Mexico, and this has a 60% chance. This looks promising to develop into a tropical depression by tomorrow, so we think that'll be a tropical depression. But depending on where it goes, it's likely that it's going to kind of head off in this direction, hit Mexico down here. So it don't really have a lot of time to become a significant player in the tropics down there. But a tropical depression, tropical storm might develop there. Got a pretty good shot at it. If it doesn't move too fast, it's a little bit too close to land to really fully develop, but it has the potential, and we might even see it drift north and affect the South Texas coast or maybe even Louisiana. It bears watching. So this is finally something promising down here in the Bay of Campeche and down in the southern Gulf of Mexico. So let's watch it, see where it goes. It's possible that it's going to go to the west and hit Mexico, not really fully realize itself, or it could move to the north where it could potentially become a tropical storm or even a hurricane. Because it's about time for something. And we're heading into that peak period of the tropics right now, of the Atlantic and the Gulf tropical hurricane season. It's that peak period coming up. We're already in it. So I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm expecting this to become at least a tropical storm. Okay? So I would expect this to be our next named tropical storms. We've only had 3 this season. So a very dry season in the Atlantic basin. So let's keep an eye on that guy. All right. So that was a look at the weather forecast for the last 3 days. And since there's not really anyone watching, I wanted to take time to answer questions. But since we don't really I want to get StreamYard. Once I get StreamYard, you can get the free version, but it really sucks. And I'm going to pay for a subscription, the top of the line subscription, because I can live stream on multiple platforms. I can live stream at the same time on Facebook, my YouTube. I got 2 Facebook profiles or channel things, Twitter, TikTok, other platforms. You can live stream on multiple platforms at once. It's a really nice setup if you get the subscription. So we're going to do that for our next live. We're going to really do it the right way, set it up real nice, where we can be on Facebook and TikTok and YouTube. I'm almost there where I can stream on TikTok with 1,000 followers. I've got about 100 followers to go. So that's excellent news there. But on that next, when I do this again, I'm going to have it on StreamYard where we can do it on multiple platforms and all that kind of good stuff. And it's a lot more interactive, a lot more features that I can use, like my screens here and all that kind of stuff. Since I have three big giant monitors here, I want to make use of all of them there. So, all right, so that's the end of this broadcast, and you'll be able to watch it on the YouTube channel there. And thanks for watching me today. If you did watch it, or if you do catch it on the replay, thanks. And we're also going to record a normal YouTube upload in our regular TikTok, our daily forecast. So thanks for watching, guys, and just keep an eye out for the regular forecast video this afternoon and our TikTok daily forecast as well. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.